Good morning, guys. It is Friday, February 22nd. We made it to the weekend. Congratulations. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Had a little bit late start this morning. Yeah, it's been a weird one. So before we get into everything we need to do and kind of describe before we talk about the morning I've had, let's go ahead and roll the intro and get this day started. See you guys on the other side. So we had a little bit of a late start, and I don't want to point any fingers, but there's a certain 2-year-old that refused to sleep last night and wanted to keep getting up out of his bed and play, and kind of made the evening and the nighttime very, very difficult. So I stayed up till probably about, I want to say about 1 o'clock editing wedding films. Went upstairs to go to bed, fell asleep. About 2, 3 o'clock, probably about 3 o'clock, Sawyer woke up and yeah, didn't go back to sleep. So Amanda and I kind of took turns trying to get him to sleep, and finally, like while she was working, while she was up there working to try and get him to sleep, I came downstairs and did some more editing, and probably about 4 a.m., 5 a.m., I went upstairs and she was in bed, he was in his bed, Eli was in his bed, and everyone was asleep. So I'm not sure when everybody fell asleep, but yeah. So fast forward 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and I kind of startle awake and look at the clock. I'm like, oh God, it's 8 o'clock. Eli's late for school. Wake up Amanda, and then of course the morning is off to a horrendous start. But I think everybody is kind of in there where they need to be at least. All right. So the things that we've got to do. I need to make a list. All right, we got a pen. Well, we got a list. We're gonna make a list on the back of a list. So let's see here. What do we have to do today? Today is gonna be busy, like super busy. Okay, so the list. So number one, we get a call the vet for Gladys, see if we can bump up her. We got to remove her stitches out of her back. Number two, finish last edits on wedding video. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Number three, we've got a pack for Tiffin. Number four, we need to find Dead of Winter. So for some reason, I packed up one of my board games that I planned on using at one of our work events in February, thinking that maybe the house would sell within 2 weeks or whatever. Well, that didn't happen. So now I got to go through a couple of those boxes and find the board games so we can play Dead of Winter at work. Speaking of board games, look through Magic cards. So we're going to take a couple cards in for trade and pick up the new expansion for Mansions of Madness. So I'll pick up the new expansion for that. So we've got a group of friends coming over tomorrow night. We're gonna play some board games, and I'd like to pick up this new expansion for Mansion so we can have like a newer title to play. So I got to pick up Eli at 2:30. Take dogs out at 2. 2. So we've got the photographer coming over at 2 o'clock to take pictures of the house. So while that's happening, obviously Amanda will be home. I'll take the dogs and Sawyer go pick up Eli while they're taking pictures, come back home. I think we'll drop off Gladys, and then we'll head to Tiffin. So then head to Tiffin. I also need to find out a way to edit this vlog, and that kind of leads me into some things I kind of wanted to catch up on today. I know when I started this vlog this week, I said I wanted to record a vlog every day, and that definitely hasn't happened. 2 out of the 5 days so far isn't bad, but I have been recording. It's just finding the time to edit between everything going on. So I'm gonna have to get back in the habit of actually sitting down and scheduling time. The other thing that I noticed this week is I did all my editing at night, whereas during the 30-day challenge I woke up early and did all my editing in the morning before work, and that way I was able to post the video at lunchtime. So I'm gonna have to get back in that habit for sure. So we got lots to do today. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's call the vet and see how that goes.
Simi Valley Animal Hospital, can you hold one moment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Or our website. And thank you before to help you.
My name's Joe Dotson. I have a pet. Her name is Gladys. That's supposed to come in at 1 o'clock to remove stitches. My wife actually set the appointment up thinking that I had to work today, and I'm actually home. I'm off today, so I was wondering if I could bring her in earlier than 1 o'clock.
What's your last name?
Dotson, D-O-D-S-O-N.
And your the pet's name?
The pet's name is Gladys.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Thanks.
Canine influenza vaccine. Our vaccine covers both strains of canine influenza and is recommended for dogs who board, attend doggy daycare, and other high-risk environments. Ask our staff for more information when we return or during your next visit. Sir,
Yes.
you can come at 11:30 if you want to.
11:30?
Yeah.
Perfect. I will see you at 11:30.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. Bye. All right, so we got the appointment changed for Gladys to 11:30. That's still not as early. I would have actually liked them to say, hey, you can just bring her in right now if you want, and that would have been my preference. But anyway, we've got some more editing to do, so we'll go ahead and get started on that. Maybe take a quick break for breakfast and getting a few other things done around the house, and then go take her to get her stitches out and go from there. So let's go ahead and get some editing done and get this day started. Alright guys, so we got some editing done. It's time to take the pup to get her stitches out. We also found a little bit of time to find our Dead of Winter expansions and a board game and stuff like that. So we got that taken care of. We got a notification that we got a showing on the house today at 4:30. So hopefully we can get the house cleaned up. It's probably, I mean, it's going to be picked up anyway because we've got the pictures being taken from 1 to 2. So hopefully we'll be ready for that showing. Obviously myself, Eli Sawyer, and the dogs will be on our road to Tiffin by then. So Amanda will be left to finish up and get ready for the showing. So pretty excited. We've got a lot to do. So let's go get the pup and head over to the vet. All right, Gladys has her stitches out. Apparently she did really well. Wound is healing perfectly fine. Now she just got a little square patch on her back. So she's doing good. Bowser's doing good. They're getting along. Still playful. Just got to keep a closer eye on them to make sure the roughhousing doesn't get too out of control. I still don't think. I mean, he's pretty big for his size or for his age, and I don't think he quite understands with him being a pup, like the power that he has, and with her being, you know, how old are you, Gladys? 12 at this point? I think you're 12 years old. With her being a senior, you know, she can only take so much. But at any rate, so we got in and out of there in about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and head over to Epic Loot real quick and pick up our expansion of Mansions of Madness, and then head back home and get some cleaning done and get ready to pick up the kids. Let's get it. All right, so we just finished up picking up the expansion for Mansions of Madness, Horrific Journeys. Really excited to play this. It's so Mansions of Madness, to kind of give you a quick overview, is a board game, a premium board game, where it's a cooperative game where you and friends, or you by yourself really if you want to, are investigating some type of paranormal phenomenon, some type of crime, or you're just basically investigating some type of event. And the game is really cool. It's run through an app that you can download on your phone or your tablet, and it basically uses like this tile system of like beautifully illustrated sections of houses, streets, the different mansions, outdoor tiles and things like that. And basically it's all randomly generated all through this app. So you get to interact with different things within the world on the actual map itself, try to discover clues and things like that. And then there's a combat system also that you interact with monsters that basically, form out of the ether or whatever. And there's usually cults involved and things like that. It's all set in the Arkham world, which there's just a lot of kind of like demons and a lot of monsters and things like that they pull from, and lore that they pull from there. Then there's also like puzzles and things like that you work through the entire within the app and things like that. But this expansion in particular, and they've got about, I think this is the 4th or 5th expansion for the core game itself. This expansion has 3 different campaigns, one that takes place on a cruise ship, one that takes place on a train, and then one that's also on top or in a Zeppelin up in the air. This is the first expansion where you are outside of Arkham, which is pretty cool. The fact that they're willing to kind of break that lore up a little bit and kind of venture outside, that just opens up creatively, like just opens up the door for tons more content and things like that. So I'm really excited to try it. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna play it this weekend, hopefully tomorrow. But if you're a fan of board games, or if you've got and it supports up to 1 to 5 players. So if you've got a couple friends, or you got another, if you got another couple that you interact with or do things with, this is a great experience for a group of 4 to 5 people. My wife and I, we play it together. We don't normally win because the game it can be difficult, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of strategy involved. There's a lot of communication and just making sure that you got all your ducks in a line and things like that. It's a great escape from the world around us, essentially. And that's why we play board games. It's just to sit down, have fun, enjoy a drink or two with some friends and family, and just relax a little bit. So all right, so we're gonna head home. Amanda is on her way home as well. We are going to get some house cleaning done for the pictures, which are at 2 o'clock. Probably about 1:45, 2 o'clock, I'll take both dogs and head over to Eli's school to pick him up, and then we will be on our way. What's up, guys? It is Saturday, February 23rd? 23rd? Saturday 23rd? It's Saturday. We're in Tiffin. We made it. This vlog is probably going to span a couple days, but we're outside with the dog right now getting ready to have some breakfast, and then we're going to go help my mom and dad pick up their furniture. That's the whole reason why we came up here, is just to help them out. Get the furniture moved out of their living room and go pick up the new furniture. We need to go. We're gonna take the truck, get a trailer to hook up to it so that we have enough space for the couch and the chair. So it's gonna be a busy day, and then we get to race home and play some board games. So it's gonna be a busy day on the road. Let's say that. So, all right, let's get to it. all packed up, gassed up. We got both kids. One of the kids is actually asleep already. We got the puppy. We are on our way back to Dayton. Finished moving in all the furniture and getting it put together and getting it situated for Mom and Dad. Thank God Uncle John was there, right? Because that stuff was heavy. Anyway, so we're gonna head back to Dayton. Got board games tonight. A couple friends coming over.
What game?
Mansions of Madness. Maybe we'll play some games before you go to bed. How about that? All right. Anyway, we are on our way home. The 2.5 to 3 hour truck home, all the way through Ohio. Let's get it. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, February 24th, and I just realized I haven't uploaded Friday or Saturday's vlog yet, but I'm kind of liking this idea of Friday, Saturday, Sunday is like one vlog. Might require a little bit of extra edit time on Sunday night / Monday morning to release it Monday, but I'm kind of interested. It's like an interesting concept. Like, you got the daily vlog Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of like this. I might experiment with this. We might actually try this this format. I wonder how much editing this is going to take. Like a 3-day vlog versus a 1-day vlog. How much time is it going to take to go through all of these clips? Anyway, all right, let's roll the intro. Oh wait, if I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, or Sunday, for that. Actually, if I'm doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's only going to be one intro. So I didn't record any vlog from yesterday evening when we had friends over. Kind of wanted to, get some time away from the camera and just really kind of hang out with friends and enjoy some board games, because it's been so long since we've had that. So that's what we did. So kind of give you an idea on what happened, what we did last night. So we started off playing Sentinels of the Multiverse, which is a really neat deck game, like pre-constructed deck game where you play as one of a couple dozen different superheroes with their own powers and abilities and things like that. And you and a group of friends, or you by yourself, face off against one of many different villains, and the villain has its own deck. And there's an environment deck where your battle is actually taking place. And basically, over the series of turns, you're each dealing damage to the enemy's dealing you damage, and the environment's also playing a role in the game as well. It's a really fun game. It's pretty straightforward. There's some strategy to be had, but the decks they're not all the same. But like, if you play one superhero, right, their deck is pretty much geared to play a certain way. So the actual replayability comes when you're introducing different combinations of characters, and not just like, oh, I'm going to play this guy, but I'm going to play him a little bit different, because you really can't do that. There's like, each superhero has like a main type of strategy, and there's some sub strategies in there, but for the most part, you're doing this one thing, but multiple different ways. But it was a lot of fun. We had 4 players playing. We actually won, which is surprising, because usually with 2 and sometimes 3 players, it can be difficult. But I think that game is like, its sweet spot is 4 players. So we played that, and then we played one of the new scenarios with Mansions of Madness. We did the what was it, the 1050 to Arkham, the train scenario where there's like disappearance, different passengers are disappearing while you're on this train to Arkham. And it's interesting because the train is a very very narrow board, whereas like with Mansions proper, like you open up a door and it might be, you might be going like 3 or 4 tiles deep, and then 4 or 5 tiles wide, whereas with the actual Arkham, or 1050 to Arkham, there was a very little delineation from the train cars, and that's it. There was a really cool, I won't spoil it, but there was a really cool mechanic towards the middle of the scenario that kind of changed the landscape up a little bit. But overall, a pretty phenomenal first playthrough. I don't know how well the replayability is going to be, because we used all but one of the train actual tiles, and the scenario didn't prompt us to use any from the other expansions. So I don't know if this expansion is really meant for multiplayer, or not multiplayer, replayability, as far as like going through it multiple times. We'll see. We'll play through it again to see how it goes. See if there's any, I'm sure there's some, different aspects of where things are placed, but for the most part, everything's probably pretty straightforward. So, at the end of the day, we did win. We did finish the campaign. We did complete the investigation, so that was a plus. So we don't normally win that board game ever, so it was nice to kind of check off a W in that regard. So anyway, spoke with a bride yesterday on my way home from my parents' house. She wanted a couple more examples of my work, and then also wanted to see if I had a contract I could send over to her. And absolutely, I was on the road, obviously, so I can't say so I had to basically tell her I'll send it to you as soon as I get to my destination. It's got to be safe. So we did that, got that all taken care of. And then while we were playing games last night, we got an email that we have a showing scheduled for the house today at 1:30. So I'm headed to work right now, and basically I'll have to take my lunch break a little bit early and go back and get the dogs and get the dog cage out of the house, just so that, you know, everything's kind of like pristine order, and then head back to work. What else is going on? I think that's about it. So we get off at 9. We got some more editing work to do tonight, and then so we got more editing work to do tonight, and just getting ready for the week. I want to get the week started off right. So hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you're staying warm. It's a little chilly out today. It's not snowing, but the wind is blowing. And while it's 40 degrees outside, it definitely doesn't feel like 40 degrees. It feels closer to 10 or 15. Thanks, wind chill factor. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. Let's go ahead and get this day started. 9 to 5er is over. I'm excited. It's about 8:45. I'm gonna get home, get some dinner. I'm gonna try and get some editing done, and hopefully with a little bit of luck, get this vlog edited tonight, Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all in one. We're gonna see how that goes. We'll see how it looks, and hopefully it's not like an hour-long vlog. That's the one thing that I'm scared about. You know, I was thinking about this while I was at work. It's like, you know, if I do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday vlog, I'm gonna have to be really choosy on what I put into it. Otherwise, like, because my Monday through Thursday vlogs tend to be, or Monday through Thursday vlogs tend to be like between 20 and 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to really chop up what I'm putting into these vlogs. So that's something I'm gonna work on this week. I want to get these vlogs, like, as far as the actual total time that the final document is, I want to try and get it down to like 15 minutes. I think is like somewhere between like 13 to 15 minutes is like the perfect like length. 29 minutes, that's too long. That's more of like a podcast at that point. So anyway, let's get home, get some dinner, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap up the vlog now. Gonna go ahead and get some editing done, edit the vlog, get that uploaded. So hope you guys had a great weekend, have a great start to the week, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.